When you think of a popular brawler in Brawl Stars, who do you think of? Well, personally, I think of Mortis because he's considered a bad random in the game of Brawl. But when you think of an unpopular brawler, who do you think of then? Personally, I think of Maisie because whenever she received her nerfs, she kind of fell off. So for that reason, I'm going to be ranking the 5 most forgotten brawlers in Brawl Stars. Let's go. Alright, first up on the list we have Maisie. And like I said in the beginning, the main reason I think she's forgotten is basically just because of the amounts of nerfs she's gotten over the few months she's been in the game. So basically, if you don't know, when Maisie was released, she was pretty popular. She was a decently strong brawler. And then around like the circus update or something, she got a bunch of buffs and she just became top tier. And now, she got a bunch of nerfs and she's just not good anymore. So, yeah, everyone kind of just forgot about her, and in conclusion, she just completely fell off. So, I'm going to try and see if I can win with her. She's not really the best brawler, you can definitely use her, but yeah, for now, I'm just going to see if I can win a game. I'm going to try and focus on this Poco because he's a support brawler, and when it comes to support, they don't really deal that much damage. When you're playing Maisie, in my opinion, if you're playing Maisie, you kind of just want to poke at the enemy and then use your super to push them back. So, kind of like, it's kind of like Barry's new gadget where you can push enemies back. But yeah, her super is kind of the only thing that's really good about her. But in conclusion, like I said earlier, she's just completely forgotten and no one really cares about her anymore. Which is pretty sad, considering a few months ago she was actually a pretty viable brawler that most people liked. Moving on to the next brawler. Alright, so the next brawler on the list is Nita. And I know a lot of people are going to be mad when I say this, but Nita is honestly really overrated and a lot of people have just forgotten about her. I know she is a good brawler, but still, if you watch YouTube videos for Brawl Stars or just watch esports for Brawl Stars, you really don't see that much people playing Nita. And yes, I know, she is very fun to play and a lot of people do main her. But every time I play the game, I honestly never see any Nita mains. And honestly, it's kind of sad, to be honest. She is a very fun brawler to play. I said this in a video before, but I don't like spawner brawlers in video games, or spawner characters, I should say. So Nita is really just not my type of brawler. So, to be completely honest, for me, I don't care that much that she's forgotten, but I know there are just a ton of people out there who love playing her. This tick should be an easy kill. Perfect. And just like that, I have my super, which is my Bear Bruce. And Bruce is actually very powerful because he can tank just a bunch of attacks for you. This Griff, I actually might be able to kill with my Bruce. So I can use my Bruce to tank the attacks of the Griff and then just rush him with my main attack. Boom. Hopefully I can kill him. It's looking pretty good for me. Oh, the Maisie killed him and got the power cubes, but I should be fine. Alright, I think I am going to rush the Pam. But anyway, like I was saying, if you just watch any content on Brawl Stars, you aren't honestly never going to see Nita. I haven't played Ranked in a while, but I'm pretty sure throughout the whole entire ranked season, I just straight up have not seen anyone playing Nita. And she isn't the most competitive brawler in the game, but she is competitive enough to the point where I would expect people to be playing her. But, surprisingly, there was just no one playing this brawler. And looks like I'm actually going to win this interaction. I'm actually probably going to lose. Anyway, like I was saying, the basically main reason I'm saying Nita's forgotten is that I just never see her. It's kind of like Gus. In another video I mentioned that Gus is just not seen anywhere, even though he's a good brawler, and he got a rework to his super. He's literally just not seen anywhere in the meta, or the video game Brawl Stars. Well, anyway, in conclusion, Nita is just a forgotten brawler. She's a fun brawler. It is sad that she's forgotten, but she's a forgotten brawler. I know people are definitely not going to agree with all the things I just said, but this is my video. Moving on to the next forgotten brawler. Okay, moving on to the third forgotten brawler, and that is Lola. When it comes to forgotten brawlers in Brawl Stars, Lola is kind of the definition of that. I have literally never seen anyone play this brawler in a very, very long time. Honestly, I feel like most people just have accepted the fact that she's not that fun. I mean, to be honest, her clone can be fun to use, but in reality, are you really gonna get it that much? Unless you're playing against actual noobs, you're only gonna get your super once a game. And that's only if you're playing, like, 500 trophy lobbies. If you're playing, like, 800 trophy lobbies, you're really not gonna get your super that much. And I know I am low trophies with Lola. I'm only, like, 68 trophies with her or something. But still, if a brawler is not fun to play, I will not push them. And if a brawler is not fun to play, they will also be forgotten as well. So, I think that the main reason Lola was forgotten is not even because she's bad. She's legitimately a good brawler. It's just because she's not fun to play at all. So, yeah, in conclusion, Lola is not a bad brawler. She can be played in the meta. She's just not fun to play at all. Yeah, I honestly feel like people are gonna agree with this one. Moving on to the next forgotten brawler. And the second to last forgotten brawler in Brawl Stars is Ash. The second to last most forgotten brawler. I'm pretty sure I said it right, but I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, like I was saying, Ash is the second to last most forgotten brawler in Brawl Stars, and it's for a very good reason. First of all, I think most people can agree that this guy is just not fun to play. I know I'm level 6 with him, and obviously that's a pretty low level, but still, he's just not fun to play at all. And I don't really find tanks that fun to play, but Ash is a different story. He is just not my type of brawler. His rage mechanic is pretty unique, and that's actually kinda the only reason he's still not completely forgotten, is because of his rage mechanic. It's kinda unique. Other brawlers have a similar mechanic to it, but the only thing really keeping him alive is his rage mechanic. And other than that, he's literally just Frank, but the main attack can move. And yeah, basically, Ash, he's forgotten mainly because he's not fun, and the only reason he's kind of remembered is because of his rage mechanic. Also, even though he's a tank, I just feel like he's a bit squishy. He doesn't have the best HP in the world, but I was playing him at power level 6, so I can't really be the one to judge. Moving on to the most forgotten brawler in Brawl Stars. Alright, so the most forgotten brawler in Brawl Stars, in my opinion, is Eve. And honestly, the only reason this brawler is forgotten is because she just got outclassed by all the other new brawlers. Honestly, when Angelo was released, Eve got absolutely destroyed. Walking over water was her main mechanic. And, yeah, Angelo just completely stole that and was like, this is also my mechanic now. And yeah, that kind of just made him absolutely unplayable. Basically, what I'm trying to say, Eve isn't even, like, a forgotten brawler. She shouldn't be forgotten. But the only reason people don't really remember her is just because of Angelo and new brawlers releasing, and her mechanics not being unique. Poison damage, there's like 5 other brawlers in the game that have it. Walking over water, Angelo has it, and let's be honest, more brawlers in the future are definitely gonna have walking over water as a mechanic. So yeah, before Angelo and all the other brawlers were released, Eve was actually a pretty unique brawler. But now, she's just forgotten, not fun to play, mechanics have been stolen from her, and in my opinion, she is the most forgotten brawler in all of Brawl Stars. Well, that's the end of the list. I hope you liked it and agreed with at least some of my options. Anyway, though, do not take offense. You can like any brawler you want to like, and just because I said they were boring or forgettable, it does not mean that you don't just have to stop playing them forever. Make sure you like and subscribe, and comment down below if you want a part 2.